Hello from Michigan.
So everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a buffalo blue cheese mac and cheese. It's pretty easy. All the stuff's pretty much already pre-made. You just gotta throw it together. Using what's in the house. I already have the counter. Already has all the ingredients on it, so I'll show you the ingredient list. So let's get started. Here's all the ingredients so far. I would say macaroni and cheese. That's already made the noodles already boiled it. Got my blue cheese. Got some extra sharp cheddar. Which I don't understand why they only give you, was it 1/3 of a cup? Or 3/4 of a cup instead of 2 cups, whatever. And Tyson chicken tenders. Or you can use chicken nuggets, doesn't really matter. And I could make my own, don't feel like it. And then buffalo sauce. I had to start using this up before it goes bad. So I'm going to start out with the macaroni and cheese. So let's go to the stove. And I'm going to show you how I make my same recipe as the ultra macaroni and cheese. But I'm still going to show you making all of it. So to the stove we go. Alright, I already boiled the noodles using the same pan. So I don't want to look all that clean. But stove going medium. I did forgot to mention that you do need milk. So I'm just going to fill this enough milk to fill the bottom of the pan. No, I'm not measuring it. It's probably good. It's probably a half of a cup or so. And the other ingredient I forgot is butter. Salted butter, or you can use unsalted. It doesn't really matter. I guess you could use margarine if you had margarine. And don't use lard. I'm gonna get like a tablespoon and a half or so of butter. Just the real stuff. These are Land Lakes, like European butter, which actually is content fat or whatever is like 85 instead of like 75. So all I'm gonna do is heat up milk, melt the butter. Get that going. And make sure you don't boil the milk. You just want to melt the butter. And I probably should have broke this butter up better. Because the butter is out of the refrigerator. It's not room temperature. So I'm going to break this up so it melts faster. So make sure you don't burn your milk or scorch the milk. Butter off the knife. You have the cheese packet. I don't know which one on my camera. This is their normal cheddar. Butter's that's already melted almost all the way. But pretty much what I do, I cut the very end off of the cheese, and that's what this in here so the cheese can actually warm up and melt. And I get all the cheese. Fold this in half. Make sure you get every single last piece. Now, the reason why I'm adding milk and butter is I'm actually making extra sauce, which I forgot to mention in the ultimate macaroni and cheese video. You don't have to make the cheese sauce the way I'm making it. I make it because I like extra cheese sauce. That's the only reason why. Sharp cheddar. About half this packet. I need some rest of this for another recipe. So I'm just going to mix this together. And heat back on medium, so it was on low. And then pretty much all I'm going to do, if I put a bit too much milk. So I'm going to melt the cheese in here and stir it up really well, and I'll be back to show you the finished product. I might have made too much milk in here too. You can always add extra cheddar. I have to add the rest of that cheddar maybe. And adding your noodles, that have already been boiled to this sauce will not thicken it up. Well, it kind of will a little bit. Also, gotta make sure your cheese doesn't burn. So all I do is melt the cheese in here. And so hopefully it should come to an actual sauce where it's actually thick. And you scrape the bottom, it like separates. It's not really doing it right now all that well, all that much. I know that might seem like it's too soupy. I might screw this up. More cheese. Might use all of it, maybe. I don't know. Starting to thicken up now. The cheese is starting to melt in it. The other reason why I'm making extra sauce too is I'm adding like chicken strips and stuff to it. So the noodles itself is not gonna have enough sauce to cover the noodles and the chicken. So I'm gonna let this sit on like low. And I'll make sure it doesn't burn. I'm gonna let that thicken up a little bit. It should thicken. Let's go to the deep fryer. Throw some chicken strips in while that noodle or the sauce sits for a little bit. Deep fryer, I use the deep fryer a lot. Yes, deep fryer is dirty. Reason? I use it. Deep fryer is completely clean, 100% clean. You ain't using your deep fryer. You know, these other people with like brand new deep fryers that they use like once a year or something. So I'm just gonna put 3 chicken strips in here. Yeah, I could make them, but not ready to change the deep fryer oil. Because normally I bread them in flour, and the flour ruins the oil. So it's pretty simple how you deep fry these. Now let's cover them up real quick. We don't get grease everywhere. And took them directions on the back. I think it's like what? So you can microwave these, which I'm not going to. That'd be nasty. Oven, nope. And believe it or not, there's no deep fry. So I have no idea. Microwave or oven? That sounds disgusting. You know, whatever. I always deep fry them. I usually deep fry them until they're golden brown. So let's go back to the cheese sauce, see if that thickened up. And then I can add the noodles to it or whatever. And see if this thickened up a little bit. According to whatever. That's a little bit better. Don't turn that off. I'm gonna add the noodles to it. The noodles have been draining for a while. Try to get most of the water out of them. Every single noodle. Heat is off on the stove. Look at all that cheese sauce in there. I can't stand dry macaroni and cheese without a lot of sauce. That's why I don't do the whole just add cheese to the noodles. So I'm just gonna let that sit there. And the macaroni cheese itself is done. I'm just waiting for the chicken. Chicken is done. So can Tyson chicken be deep fried? Yeah, I used to deep fry them up. Deep fried all the time. So I'm gonna let those drain and I'll cut them up into pieces. I'll show you that too. So let's get the chicken onto a plate so I can chop it up. Just want to show you guys real quick if it's actually gonna show up. See, oven, microwave. And the other side there's recipes for sauces and stuff. Don't say anywhere on here that you can deep fry it or you can't deep fry it. So I always deep fry them. And you don't show the name, but you already know what it is anyway. Crispy chicken tenders from Tyson Chicken. All right, got the chicken. I also got blue cheese. These my counter is made out of granite. I put the hot plate on there, or hot pan from the stove. Got this out. So I'm just gonna chop up this chicken. Since these are skinny pieces, I don't have to like cut it long ways and then chop it up. This one here I might cut down the middle. Like this. Make it I don't care if the breading falls off. ain't gonna be perfect anyway, but I like that. And then might do the same thing with this one too. Let's do the cut this way. And chicken inside is nice and hot, so I guess it's okay to deep fry it. Take the weird extra crumbs off, whatever. So I just gotta cut it in bite-sized pieces. That's all you gotta do, nothing special. Chicken's still hot, burn my fingers. I'll just leave this one the way it is because I'm not cutting it all the way down the middle. And all you do is take your diced up Tyson chicken. I got one piece actually I don't want. Don't want the extra crispy piece. So whatever's here, crumbs all, whatever, who cares. Some blue cheese. It's like it's better in the shot, you can actually see it. I do eat healthy. There's bananas on the counter. There's salad mix in the refrigerator too. But I don't know, I'm gonna use much as I can of this blue cheese. I need to use it up. I might say some for like top garnish kind of thing for the video's sake, but blue cheese in there, chicken, macaroni and cheese is still nice and hot. Blue cheese is still gonna meld into the cheese and make it all gooey, more creamier, and I guess you don't have to add blue cheese if you don't want to. And I will split this up for 4 different meals. It's gonna make a lot anyway. Put the lid back on the blue cheese. And take your favorite buffalo sauce. You can make your own hot sauce and butter. But I might as well use this. I don't know. Not measuring it out. Just gonna put it in here. I'll save a little bit for the end for garnish. I do have extra hot sauce upstairs if I want more spicier. I didn't bring my hot sauce down from my small fridge upstairs. But there you have it. I just gotta plate it up. At least I get the fancy plate out for you guys. My fancy bowl. So I don't know. Get some macaroni and cheese. Make sure this is clean. It's clean, but it always sits on top of the refrigerator. I washed the dust off of it. I don't use this bowl that often, so clean. I put it away clean, and a month later, because it's already on top of the stove or top of the refrigerator. All right, now it's safe to put the macaroni and cheese. I don't know, at least 2 big helpings. I am hungry. It's a big plate, big bowl, whatever you want to call it. So it might not seem like a lot of food's in there, but it's plenty in here. A bit more. And I'll put that off to the side in the refrigerator or whatever. Sprinkle this a little extra cheddar on top. You know, you probably can't really see it all that well on camera. A little blue cheese, not too much because there's already some in the mac and cheese already. Just there to know, let you guys know, or whoever's eating it, that has blue cheese in it. I do got crispy onions in the, whatever, I don't know if onions on it or not. I love blue cheese. And a little bit of sauce. Just a little drizzle. Don't care, get a little fancy guy on the plate, who cares? There you have it. I get a thumbnail. Not really, I know you can't see the chicken, but we'll do a taste test. Alright, I got the macaroni and cheese, the buffalo mac and cheese. I don't know, maybe a better thumbnail with that. With the hat in it, because everybody likes the hat. Macaroni and cheese is nice and hot. I'm like burning my fingers. The plate absorbs the heat pretty good. So let's give this a try. Hopefully it tastes good. Cheers, everybody. I should be eating this with a spoon instead of a fork. But nice and creamy, like buffalo flavor a little bit. Hot sauce. Not quite as spicy as I would like. So I buy, when I take it upstairs to eat my dinner, I put more hot sauce on it. Eat the tanginess from the blue cheese. Eat extra flavor from the extra short flavor from the cheddar. Makes everything better. Get a piece of chicken. Give this a try. Well, enjoying my dinner. I'm starving. I know the video's probably short. I didn't technically cook anything in the video besides boiling noodles and deep frying pre-made chicken tenders. Didn't make the buffalo sauce. And obviously I'm not going to make sharp cheddar cheese at home. Alright, I give the recipe a thumbs up. I like it, tastes good, and it's filling. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button. That way you don't get notified by YouTube. But hit the notification bell so you do. Ringy dingy dingy. And thanks for watching. Peace out.